The bully broke into my house. They're gonna bully me live. But what they don't know is, my mother was the worst sick girl executed. Father is the butcher who walks on the rainy night in the world. Grandpa was a tailor and a scissor. And am I really just me? After school, I had my hair pulled right out of school. Frost's face was expressionless. The strength in my hand is increasing. What happened to stopping by your place? I've never seen a pigsty in my whole life. The henchman behind him, Liu Mangxi, laughing and holding my hand, picked me up next to the car, in the driving seat. Schoolgrass Lu Han looked at me, eyes full of sticky desire. I saw how eager they were to try. I felt a shiver in my stomach, not because of them. I was thinking about my family. If they knew. The bully walked right into my house. To humiliate me. What are they capable of with their character? Look at the wide community and clean environment. You Frost frowned. I thought a sow like you. They all live in slums. You know what? Let's go inside the house. God knows if it's full of junk. Liamin gave me a good kick, urging me to open the door. By this time Yu Shuang had already fiddled with the live streaming equipment. Faced the screen with a smile. She's a little internet celebrity with over 100,000 followers. As soon as she's on the air, there were hundreds of people in the studio. Hello, my family. Today I went to my classmate's home as a guest, because family's poor. That's why he always smells like that. In the principle of helping others, we went to his house to help with the cleaning. No language home again poor. You can't ignore your hygiene. Poor Shuangzi. It's bad luck to go to school with someone like that. I do smell. But it's definitely not smelly. My mother always told me, every time before going out, you have to use a special deodorizing spray. Spray all over. Because of him. Afraid someone might smell something in the house. I pressed my finger on the doorknob. Open the door with a fingerprint. After the door opens, a sweet voice sounded to welcome the host home. The voice of the smart butler sounds familiar. Do you feel that way? I heard that. This is the voice of the once popular Little Garden Club. I bet the owner is a big fan of the club. Even if he's dead. Still using his voice package. But how do I remember he didn't have a voice package? The interaction of the fans raised the heat of the room. Frost began to look excited. But the next second, a barrage from a man named Justice Shall Prevail made him frown. In case you didn't hear, does that sound wrong? Like I was under duress. It was recorded in fear. Just went to the replay. That seems to be the case. I understand that. I was hugged by my boyfriend's family once. He put a knife to my neck. When I was forced to check in with my family, that's what I sound like. Some psycho killer. They kidnap people with nice voices, coercing the victim into recording his favorite drink. And then they were brutally murdered. And those drinks will be part of his collection. Permanent preservation. Funny. You're telling me the anchor is in a homicidal lair now. Don't scare me. Yuan Hui did swear to kill him. The killer hasn't even been found yet. Please tell me the owner of this house didn't do it. That's what he deserves to die. Don't you know what Yuan Hui has done? He used to use it as a music class. Threatening underage girls with musical dreams. Pick up a guest if you ask me. Even the veil is light. Zhu Frost disdained and sneered. He would never believe my cowardice. Would be linked to a psychopathic killer. Let's not argue. Is it true? We'll find out if we go inside. If this is the place where the killer you're talking about lives, well, then we'll have solved the case. Bright living room after entry. A different style of decoration. They were a little surprised. Zhang Man gave a cold snort. You deserve such a nice place for a bitch. In double also faced with unhappy up. My family doesn't agree with what he described in the studio. It made him very unhappy. The barrage in the broadcast room made him bite his teeth. I see Xuanzi classmate's home is very clean up. Doesn't look very poor. I studied interior design. This style looks simple. The materials are all top-notch. We can't do this without some strength at home. Death. Frost is mistaken. Yu Shuang gave me a dirty look. Cast one's eyes round. In no time, the fake smile came back to her face. Yu Frost pointed the camera in the direction of the coat rack. There hung an old raincoat. Lolo, this raincoat belongs to your family. Why it's so old? Can't bear to lose it. Oh, that's my dad's. Two cool air rose from the bottom of my feet. I made a conscious effort to stop Yu Frost from touching the dress. That was my dad's favorite outfit. Even if it was old, he didn't want to throw it away. I've been sewing and fixing. Like he was his best friend. If it's damaged by residual frost, he's going to be very angry. The thought of my dad getting mad. I got a cold shiver through me. Once upon a time, I was sitting on the couch watching TV with my dad. There was an old news broadcast on TV. That old man, a migrant worker's uncle, was behind on his wages for years. That was the first time I'd ever seen my dad angry. It's going to rain. Not long after that, the old man died on a rainy night. And to mortem, he settled all the money and wages he owed everyone. Recall of thoughts. Before I could finish my sentence, after the frost, I covered my nose. Sun disgust left the raincoat. Oh, what's that smell? It stinks. It's a really strong smell. The raincoat. Isn't that what those pig killers wear? Carolo, your dad kills pigs. No wonder you usually smell funny. I didn't have time to explain myself. Yu Frost's mobile phone came out of a harsh sound. The one called Justice Shall Prevail. I gave him a rocket. Anchor, I need you to move in a little closer. Let me have a good look at this raincoat. Once the camera gets a full view of the raincoat, Justice will triumph suddenly. Sent out a series of privileged screenings. A blood-red barrage fluttered across the screen. You're running late. You're all gonna die here. This raincoat was once killed 10 people in a row on a rainy night. The rainy night butcher who's never been brought to justice. His methods are ferocious. None of the victims left their bodies behind. Lu Han and Zhang Man did not refrain from eating and laughing. The barrage was silent for a moment, a full screen of ha-ha floating up. Brother, you lied to us. I thought I'd paint a rocket. Locker, it's not gonna be anchor up. A shill for the show's effect. Not drip, not drip. I don't know this brother Justice guy. Let's just say you're really imaginative. If you don't believe me, you can check the cuff of this raincoat. I mean, 10 skulls embroidered in red. The rainy night butcher killed every man. I'd have a skull embroidered on my cuff. So far, he's already killed 10 of them. Residual Frost half-heartedly walked past. Zoom in on the phone. Sure enough, 10 red skulls appeared on the screen.